Hey everybody, welcome to your Aries horoscopes for the week of August 20th to 26th. And not a whole lot of planets in Aries this week, which is not necessarily a bad thing. There's a lot of stuff going on right now, so it's kind of nice to not be involved in it too terribly much. We do have Mercury going retrograde this week, not in Aries, thankfully for you guys. In Virgo, that is going to affect everybody to a certain extent. Virgo Mercury retrogrades are actually pretty interesting on many different levels. And I've noticed just in the shadow period alone, a lot of stuff that apparently has been held back for a long time is coming out all over the place. So it's medical stuff, it's emotional stuff, it's anything that you've been putting off and ignoring seems to be coming to the surface. And so that's not very pleasant so far. And it officially starts this week on the 23rd, I do believe. One, two, three, and then it is retrograde by four. Yes, so yeah, the 23rd is when that is going to happen. So a little extra patience during Mercury retrograde is always a good thing. The sign of Virgo is very much associated with narcissism and narcissistic tendencies. Not to say that all Virgos are like that, but because the sign is associated with these tendencies may be amplified a lot. So having some extra patience and really having your clear I see through everything glasses on is definitely going to help with that. We continue to have Chiron influencing Aries, and Aries focus really is on your day-to-day schedule. It's actually a good thing to be focused on during a Mercury retrograde. Some flexibility in there is always definitely going to make things easier for you guys. But this is, basically, if you had to focus on anything else, it would probably bring more complications than just focusing on what you're doing on a day-to-day basis. Just making sure that you take the time. I think with Mercury retrogrades, the biggest problem that Aries has is the fact that you guys want to just get this done, and I'm going to get this done, and I'm going to get this done, check it off the list, check it off the list, check it off the list. And if you don't slow down, you might miss something that could cause a big problem for you later. So that's really what you want to be aware of in terms of what's happening in your day-to-day schedule. Also, it's interesting that Chiron continues to be retrograde this week. Mercury retrogrades do cause delays all across the board with everything. They cause issues with our communication devices. Phones and computers have already lost a monitor, we haven't even started yet. So Chiron's inability to change situations really does play into this and maybe amplifies these delays a little bit more. It's really important for you guys to remember that if you're trying to push to get something through, it's always going to resist. And the energies that are kind of around these situations, that resistance is going to be amplified. So to me, resistance is take a step back, reevaluate the situation, make sure I'm not missing something, or maybe the timing's just not right, if you know what I mean. So that's what I have for you guys this week. If you love your horoscopes, do click the link in the description and send me a donation. If you are listening on the podcast, that donation link is ko-fi.com/heavy metal psychic. And don't forget to go and check out my website, heavymetalpsychic.com. I've got some memberships going on there, and there's all kinds of fun stuff coming up that you don't want to miss, and you will if you're not a member on the website. So you guys, I know you're going to stir the pot a little bit during the Mercury retrograde. I mean, it's what you do, and it's okay, just don't stir it too much, okay? You don't want that to come backlashing on you, all right? You guys, make it a great week. I'll see you next week.